Hey, what's going on, guys? Hello, hello. Very late night video, but I'll fill you in. There's been a little bit of some things happen up here where no one was here. Someone hasn't been here for several days, so I haven't been able to come up here, but I'm up here now, trying to get the stuff done and the weekend videos done. But while I was up here, before I went home, I wanted to go ahead and do something, and this was set up for a regular video. And I said, man, I got to get a live stream out. The bummer part about this is most people are not going to be able to see this until we're not actually live. So for the ones that are the late night ones and can be here, welcome everybody. We haven't done this in a while. If you've been on the channel, I know you know what it is. But we got ourselves a nice little police chase. How this works is we got a police officer on the left, and we have a police officer on the right. What we need to have happen is the yellow, I think that's a Charger or Challenger or whatever that is, needs to come through kind of like Dukes of Hazzard style and bust through this and be the first one off. If that can happen, and that comes off, and when I say come off, it's not going to actually fall down, but come off meaning like the edge, like obviously off the edge first. If that can happen, then that right there is a hold on, let me give me a second. I gotta ask because I'm getting ready to say something wrong. Hey everybody. All right, let me pull this up here. Let me ask real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get started. What's going on here? All right, guys. Renee, thank you so much for the 50 stars. Hey everybody. All right, guys. What are you doing Friday night? I'm hanging out with Bartley's late night. Hey Mike. Happy Friday. Hey Mary. Hey everybody. All right. So that's it, guys. I didn't. And 2,000. If this comes off first, if that comes off at the same time with that, that's another 500. So that's 2,500. If they can come off before that. And outside of that, as soon as the first police car comes off, that is the end of the game. So that's part of it. So 2025. What else am I missing here? And then, in the meantime, I can only get what is in here. There's more behind that wall of quarters, but there's not a lot. And there's a decent amount of gold. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. As far as playing, today was 700. So you can look at it however you want to, whether that was a good deal or a bad deal. All right, here we go, guys. So let me know right now in the comments. Do you think the Mustang, or I keep saying Mustang, I don't know what the Camaro or Charger or whatever it is, I think it's Camaro. You think that's going to come off before the police cars? Now, obviously, I'm going to try to play middle to make that happen. But Charleston, from our state's capital, welcome. the other side of the state from you. Martinsburg area. Charlestown, not Charleston. Charles Washington, which was George Washington's brother, he owned a lot of land in this area, so a lot of stuff's named after him. And Lord Fairfax, he's the other person that owns a lot of land. That's why there's Fairfax, Virginia, Lord Fairfax College. Oh, that's not cool. I'm not even playing that side. Egg on it. It'd be cool if he flipped and went off. Well, he's officially down first. All right, let me play the right side a little bit. Oh, there we go. That was excellent. That was an excellent push. We didn't get the 500 one, nickel or whatever that is, but we got the yellow car, and that's honestly what we need to have come up. Oh, awesome. Hey, Jonathan. Ambient Chill, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That was so kind of you. That was so kind of you. Hey, J-Lap, no, you're not late. You're right on time. Hey, David. I got a couple cool videos for the weekend coming out. Like I said, this one was special. Oh, man, what happened to that? What happened there? That coin came out of the case. I think that is a nickel. So, I mean, I guess it would make sense if I have a nickel in my hand, but that's going to be kind of a pain in the butt. The case must not have been that good. Goodness gracious. Really, I mean, I'm bad for watching this season of baseball. Washington State, South Carolina. It's been rearranged in here a little bit. I think I told you all that last time, but unfortunately, whoever I have on my cell phone, I can't see until I walk over. So right now it's Facebook, so I apologize if I'm missing any comments. I'll try to get caught up whenever I do the first clean out. Oh, man, that was big. What was that? Oh, all right. I'm going to have to go down here and clean out. That was a stinking, that was all those chips that fell down. It's a lot of area it's taking up. Looks like a speed trap. Hey, Liam. Alaska, man, awesome. Thank you, Amber. Hey, Debbie. Debbie said most people I know want to go to, hey, Tim, want to go to Hawaii. She wants to go to Alaska. I want to go to both if I had a choice. Well, unfortunately, there was no cash in there. Just those 100 chips that I think don't have any value. I'll have to double check. Second me, you're the first loser. It absolutely does in this game. Mustangs or whatever. I keep wanting to say Mustang. That's down. That actually might help. If it would have been better if it was facing horizontal or long ways. I don't know what to say for the ones down there. But anyways, if it could have pushed it straight, but that's all right. So I'm just going to play on the right side for now. I've been to both. I wouldn't go back to Hawaii. Really? Man, I would love to go to Hawaii. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. I couldn't imagine being stationed anywhere better than stationed in Hawaii. Hey, going, man. Got all that one on top. So I went to the doctor finally and got some antibiotics for this cold and cough. It's crazy. I've had this thing forever. Like 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks now. It will not go away. So he asked me what antibiotic works best for me, and I've had just about every one, but I asked him to do a Z-Pack. Oh, that's not cool, man. He's sneaking around. I don't like that at all. And I haven't been playing at the left at all. That just goes to show you how this thing works. Michigan, hey Chuck. Somebody said about being expensive in Hawaii. I have heard that. Oh, that was a good push. Now his back end, rear end got pushed over here, so he's blocking it from the dealer slot. So that may help us push it forward. Let's see if that worked to our advantage. I remember that when I went to the Bahamas, got going it. went down there on a cruise, they had a very rare like snow shower, and when we got off in Nassau, uh, we got one of those guides that they have that take you around, which basically I think outside of taking you to the Atlantis, they take you to local vendors, which is cool, supporting each other. But she said, I wish all you all from up north honestly would stay where you're at, because the more you all come down, the more you bring your weather with you. So the one time I went to the Bahamas, it was stinking that kind of weather. Oh man, let's see. I think that right car should. I don't know. It's looking good, man. It's looking really good. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh. Oh, there we go. Come on. Man, they are like side by side. Oh, that was actually hopefully maybe helped me out a little bit, because that was holding up progress. But the downfall is when these quarters start coming off, I'm gonna have to go down there. I mean, we're not on time limit, so that part doesn't matter. But all right, let's go down here and collect this real quick. What time is it here? It is actually 2:20 a.m. Very, very, very late. I finally got some cash. Mike said the battle cry. Well, we didn't really get a lot of cash. We got $20. That was it. And didn't get a lot of quarters either. There we go. That was actually good. Ooh, that was semi-good push. The only problem is now there's a bunch of cash that's behind the yellow car. Oh, look, there's that nickel thing is underneath the cop car. So that thing would have to travel all the way underneath it and come out for me to win it, which it's only $500, but I mean, I've never in my life said only $500. $500 is amazing. Alright, that was actually pretty good. I hate how I put it all on the right and it comes off on the left side. But if I played on the left side, it would all stay on the left side coming off. Ooh, that was good. That was a good ball. Oh, it's looking good. I don't want to jinx it. It's just has to be obviously off. It will fit down inside the chute on this one, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, is that obvious? No, I'm gonna have to get it to touch the other side. If that other cop car was a little bit closer to coming off, I would say something now, but I want to make sure that it's definite win, and that's huge because that right there automatically is my buy-in, and then some. Oh, yeah, it's off. It came completely down the chute. All right, I have to get them and let them. That is awesome. We got it somehow. Yeah, right, Mike? I'm telling you, stop right there. Copper, we don't want you. Right, Jackie? There's a lot of coins under the car on the left. We want to help move quick. Yeah, it's probably true, Kimberly. Thank you, Felix. All right, let me go get him. Hey. Yeah, no, it actually came. No, it came down. Like it's down in the chute down. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Let me grab this. I mean, I know it's not going to fit out of here, but it might fit. Let me, oh, there's a lot of stuff in there. See right there? Look, see it? Right there. Ah, it's on through car accident. You know what? It came out. Look, it came out. Isn't it? It actually came out. That is so crazy. I didn't think that thing would fit. All right, let's see what this actually is. Camaro. I think I already knew that. I just forget every time. I think it comes up. That's it, guys. We did it. That's a win. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So we can play until that comes off. Man, there's a bunch of quarters. Obviously, there is. I mean, because that big wall fell down. Where that nickel thing went to. Be nice to get some of that gold before the cop comes off. Oh! Oh! Man! Hold on, I see some highlighted comments over here. Let me check that out. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Mary. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Going for gold now. Going for gold. You like the silver. I had to break up with my girlfriend. My wife don't like her. I gotta be careful laughing. It makes me cough. That's a good one. Come on, come off. I hope he's not going to consider that off. I can't imagine. I think it was here when he came in, like that. I'm lucky my wife likes mine. Oh, I see the that one coin. It's still underneath the tire. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. It's up there. didn't pay attention. They got a lot of little mini cop corners. They, I think at some of their gas stations they have, they put those out as things you can buy. I don't know. I know a lot of people locally like to collect. I don't know if our sheriff's department here does it, but I know a lot of like state police and stuff. They sell the novelty cars for people to buy. It says their state, looks like their unit. I know West Virginia State Police has them. Oh, there we go. I better go down here and collect, to be honest with you. You know what I just noticed on YouTube? Let's see if it's like on Facebook. No, it's not. So YouTube, my left is your all's right. On Facebook, my left is the same. I don't. That's weird. I've never paid attention to that before. So, because a lot of times, if I were like Anthony just said, asked me to stack the left, so I started throwing some in there. But by your perception, I'm stacking the right. I'm throwing it in the wrong side. That's interesting. Hey, Jeff. Let me clear this thing out before it gets too crazy. Oh, I'm kicking stuff down. Oh no! I waited too long. Glad I did that. Throwing a lot of gold in there by accident. I think that's right. That's good. Hey, Jonathan, what do you think about them closing? That was dumb. Why did I stop that right there? What do you think about them closing Winter down? That still boggles me. Years I spent bringing people into that app. Years. If you go by the Facebook fan page alone, there's almost 3,000 people that I brought in. And it closed down, man. That's a bummer. I mean, if you're running a business, you're going to be upside down for a little bit. Everyone, most people that you just got to plan for that. But you get 5-6 years in it and you're still upside down. I get it. What's the incentive, or can you even afford it? That's what happened with me in the arcade. I had started off with the claw machine route, and they did good. Especially like there's little arcades that I have had in the Moose Lodges and places like that. They did good. I would just go there once a week unless they would call me. There's a problem with the machine. Collect the money, bring in new plush, and do everything and leave. Well, when I started our family center at the first location, it was pretty cheap. The rent was not that bad. But when I moved into the mall, it was just crazy the amount of money that they wanted for rent. And then, especially because the mall that it was in was a dead mall. Like, it was like a ghost town. All the, not all the stores. They still had the big stores like JCPenney's and Sears and all that at the time. But a lot of, other stores outside of your big ones had done left and was going to outlet centers and things like that. Well, and they were still charging premium for rent. And I had a big, they do it by square foot. And I had one of the biggest ones, not counting like what JCPenney's size was. Those are on a different level. But anyways, it got to the point that I was taking the profits from the family center and the profits from the claw machine route to pay the rent and the employees at the family center, and making no money. And it continued and stayed like that. And you can't do it. You can't operate like that. Oh, where'd it go? All right, there it is. I think that's all the gold. I think there's one. All we have left, guys, is that 10. We get that 10 and we're good to go. Good to go. we got the tin down. Yeah, you're right about that. I've told the story many times, which honestly, it saved my butt. But they sent out, they had security go around and hand out a letter and basically say, a little over a month and a half, the mall was closing down. Now, they let all the big stores know early, and they let a couple stores stay until, like J.C. Penney's, they waited until their lease was up with them. But everyone else, where I was at the food court and into the mall, that was it. Which again, it was a blessing for me. But what wasn't a blessing is when you have hundreds of pieces of arcade equipment, and by that time my back was completely shot, and I was done with arcades. I just wanted to sell everything and be done with it. But that's the best way to do it, and most people have auctions. They get an auction house come in, they let it, they advertise it for a little bit, run it, and then give people a certain amount of time to remove it. I didn't have that option. So I had to sell everything to people I knew that wasn't going to offer me a lot, people that had other arcades or businesses, because it's just the way it goes. Or I don't know. I lost a lot of money with that. And then at the end, really the only thing I was left with was the games that no one else wanted to buy. And there was a reason why no one wanted to buy them. So my garage at my house was just piled as far as you can see with arcade equipment that I could, barely make any money. So I found a guy in Pennsylvania up towards Philadelphia. That's what he does is buys and resells or keeps them. And he offered me a certain amount of money, basically an insult amount for whatever was in the garage. And then later comes in and says, could I deliver it to him? He would pay me extra for delivery. So I had done sold the I had a box truck that I initially got for the family center to move stuff around. I had done sold that, so I had to go rent a Penske truck and get a couple people to do it. And it was a bad experience. My life savings, my life work was in that place, and it was gone. Oh, hey, Aaron. Yeah, that happens a lot. What happens here, which I appreciate it so much, but a lot of people. Well, there's two different groups. There's the people that have been with me for a couple years now, and they're like a second family to me, and they worry. And then there's a lot of grandma and granddads that and I'm not saying people are old. I'm just saying that there's a lot of grandma and granddads that watch, meaning that as a grandparent, you have certain worries and things about your own children and grandchildren, and they try to keep me straight as best as they possibly can. I don't know. Oh, I'm playing to get that. I was going to say, why am I still playing? But I was playing to try to get that $500 thing off. I should go get him and make sure that these aren't off. I'll tell you what happened is the cop cars are stuck underneath of there, and it's not going any farther. So if they don't consider that off, then it's not going to go off. That's right, Mike. Oh, 61's not old. There was a time of day that I used to think that. I think we all thought that. And then you get older and you see your parents turn 61, 65, whatever, and you're like, wow, that's not old like I was thinking it was. I mean, obviously, yes, you are 5 ways if you're 65, 5 years from 70, but well, that wasn't good. 68 last Monday. Thank you, Aaron. Me too. I haven't had a good day in a while. It's almost 3 in the morning. I know he's ready to get home. I had a lot of making up to do, though. Let's get this thing off here, and let's count up and see where we're at. Can't really feed it in that quick because it just falls on top of each other. I mean, I got quarters for days. I can mess up and keep on playing. All right, let's stack it up. That's actually, I was trying to play quicker, but that's not doing that. I wouldn't worry about it, but $500 is $500. I mean, that can mean the world of difference. Well, we got, 7 days left? No, wait a minute. Today's the 22nd. What is there, 30 days in April? So there's 8 days left, if there is 30 days. And I'm pretty negative for the month. That was good. Casey, thank you so much for the $3. Hey, buddy. Oh, my goodness gracious, David. I'll be live Sunday, too. Tomorrow night's wife night. Me and wife. Braden's with his mom this weekend, so I'm not coming up here at all. Change it. I'm going to be a better husband. Oh, Casey, buddy, you didn't have to do that. My goodness gracious. Casey with a $20 super chat. Buddy, thank you so much. I wish you wouldn't do that, but I can't. I can't say anything because everything I say, I get messed up with you. So just Casey, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate everything. I wish and hope you all can come back up. Casey and Sarah came from Illinois and came up here and played, and we did a live stream together one time. Or Indiana. I said Illinois. Indiana, right? Yeah, Indiana. Yeah, yeah. Never mind. Indiana, not Illinois. Don't listen to me. Both of them start with an I. Oh, Casey just corrected me. I should have read that. Yeah. Come on, baby. Come on. He's ready to get home. I'm ready to get home. Bray's got a soccer game today. It's not till 3, but yeah, right there. That's a nickel actually. It was originally in a case. I don't know. The case fell apart whenever it came down. But that's worth $500 if that came off. I think I had that right. Hopefully it wasn't supposed to come off at the same time with the yellow car. It's done. I sat here, but I'm pretty sure it just if both of those came off before the cop cars, then I get both of the jackpots. Come on, there we go. Why is it taking so stinking long? Man! Come on! This is ridiculous. Oh, Casey. Okay, buddy. Well, thank you for being here. Have a good day at work. Thank you so much for the super chats, buddy. If you talk to Sarah, please tell her I said hello too. Why did this thing decide to stop? I'm going to play the right side. Maybe that'll help it. I don't know. This is ridiculous. Oh, sorry guys. There's to the right here with the new setup. As soon as they're done over there, I'll show you. It's not. They rearranged a little bit in here, giving Mike some ambiance. But I'll show you. But I'll wait till it's done. That way I'm not being rude. Thank you, Eric. Yes, Casey, my cell is the same. Yep, exactly. Hasn't changed. There is nothing more I hate than having to change your cell phone number. All right, that was the last quarter. We're just sitting here pushing quarters. Duction, just don't put any gold bars in. Oh no, Bronny, don't say that. And Mike said the cops have a roadblock set up for the nickel. That's the way it looks. Oh man, it's 3. I'm still dealing with the effects of that stinking bank getting broke into and all that. Boom. That happened. I'm telling you this because I'm thinking I'm really have to tip Isaiah good tonight. I was thinking, man, I can't afford to tip too good. It's one thing, like, you know, when you go to like a casino, or you know, here locally at the casinos, or they have those little 7 spots places that, you know, you got just they got 7 machines in. If you win, like if you win 200 and you want to tip 50, you know, it's easy because you just hand them the slip and they take 50 out of it. But here is not like that. You know, I settle up once a month, and most of the time I'm negative, so having to pay each night on top of already having to pay to play. It's expensive, man. That's why if there's at any chance, if I'm paying to come up here, I would rather record like 2 videos and a live stream while I'm here to make it worth my while. Hey, you know, I got something. A fact I learned today that I didn't know was true. So the movie Jason about no, take that back. The movie Halloween about Michael Myers. Michael Myers was an actual person, and on Halloween he actually did murder some kids. The story that Glenda was reading today was he went to a insane asylum as a kid when he was 6 because he killed his older sister. And he was released when he was like 17 or 18. And on Halloween night, he ended up killing like 3 high school age kids and left them in the house. And then he was apparently another girl, and his therapist or something. I can't remember all the details, but his therapist ended up showing up at his house, and he caught Michael Myers killing another girl or something like that. I don't know, but I never knew that, because those 80s movies like Exorcist and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Anytime that there's a remote bit of truth, they love to put that based on true events in there. So I'm surprised that they didn't put that for that. Get people interested in it. I know, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was about a certain guy. I don't think he was from Texas, though. I think he was from somewhere else. And very loosely based. But the guy was still creepy. Kind of like, what they pictured with them. And then The Exorcist, in the movie, they had that girl, but in reality, it was actually about a boy. And apparently, the exorcism went on for years. It wasn't like how the movie portrays. He was in a hospital or something, and that priest worked on him for years. Josh, you should watch Friday the 13th in 3D. Really? Is that cool? I would imagine it is. Now, if I find out Friday the 13th, or, Friday the 13th is Freddy, right? If I find out Freddy Krueger is based on true story, I'm going to get creeped out. A serial killer killed somebody while they were sleeping in their dreams. Hey, I'm gaming. Yes, there you go, Delta Air Force. You're right. Amityville Horror. Yeah, I've watched the documentary about that. Because that family that went and investigated, they do a lot of stuff on TV now. That movie, that's another creepy movie from. Anytime I see a house that has those style windows in it, I'm automatically creeped out. Like, I'm thinking, nope, couldn't live there, couldn't do it. What is going on here? This is ridiculous. My mouth is parched, completely dry, like a desert in there. I just went from fully awake to barely keeping my eyes open. I'm gonna give it, if it's not past 3:15, I'm gonna have to forfeit the 500, guys. I hope you can understand. I'm thinking about him. Thinking about Ray's soccer game tomorrow. All that stuff. And there's a lot of bars around here, and it's Friday night. It's not good to be on the road when the bars let out. It's dangerous. Trust me. I dreaded whenever I was working weekend night at the county, because I knew it going to be busy. So the key was try to take your naps early in the day. Bartley's night school trivia. Yeah, I'm not big into Exorcist myself. For me, I just remember my mom. Sometimes the stories behind the movies scare you more than actual movies. And my mom told me the story when she was 16. There's a theater in Martinsburg called the Apollo Theater. It's a pretty cool place. But that was their movie theater back then. And she said she skipped school to go watch The Exorcist. And my grandma at the time was really, really, I mean, she's still religious, but, definitely wouldn't have allowed her to go see it. So that's why she skipped school to go there. And I think she ended up leaving early or something. If you've seen the Apollo Theater, it's a cool place, but it's creepy, man. It's like one of the old buildings they have in town. So I can only imagine watching a movie like that there. Well, look at move. Almost there. Come on, Nickel. I'll give you a pickle. So hearing that as a kid, my mom talked about that, and I remember it perfectly. I was at my uncle's house. We used to go there on the weekends and play cards. I was young, and we'd bring her pennies, but pennies mean something when you're a kid. And it was playing on the TV, and I kept trying to peek around watching it. And finally, my parents looked at me and said, "If you want to go watch it, go ahead." And I was asking, was anybody gonna go in the living room with me? Because I was in the house, I was at my uncle's, and no one was willing to do that. So I decided just to peek my head in and watch parts. And of course, every time I peeked my head in, one of the creepy parts were happening. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, right, Anthony. Very well. She knows I don't. She knows I'm not big on bars or going to a club or anything like that. The only time I was ever been excited about going to a bar is I took Glenda and Jeff Clark and another friend of mine to Charlotte, where I used to live. And there's a couple bars that I used to go to frequent when I lived in Charlotte. Bar of Charlotte was one of them, and then there's Coyote Joe's, pretty cool place. And I was excited to take them there because, of course, I was in Charlotte. I turned 21 there, so that's the first bars that I went to. And unlike here locally, they were actually like dance bars and stuff. It was huge. But outside of that, I'm just not into it. My ex-wife's family owned a lot of the local bars around here, and when we were together, everybody in the family helped out, whether it's a doorman or bartending or something like that. Just kind of like the grandkids, kids, their duty. And I spent so much time into the bars, and I just couldn't do it anymore. bar or strip club. There was a lot of strip clubs here, but I was never that. Living in West Virginia, they allow just about everything. So people from DC and our surrounding areas used to come here because one of the strip bars was called Vixen's. Very, very, very popular. I mean, they talked about it on the DC radio stations all the time, and some of the reality shows. One of the I can't remember. It was about some local gypsy girls. They had their own TV show, and they would frequent the place, so it was really popular. So like that was Josh at 18 years old, just because that was the only thing I could get into. So a bunch of guys from the fire department or guys from school or whatever, we would go. But I just never was into it. It wasn't my thing, man. One, it's so stinking loud in there. You can't talk to each other. The whole time you're just going, huh? What'd you say? And I don't know. It wasn't my thing. It just wasn't. But then when the Big C happened around here and they closed them down, none of them reopened. I don't know what happened. I think that some owners, there's a story of some drug use and a few other things or something. I don't know, but they end up closing it down, and it remained closed. I don't know why it won't fall. I really don't. I can't figure it out. It's almost dangling on the edge now. I don't get it. I'm just confused. This happens a lot for some reason. All right, I'm going to run one more set of quarters through, and if it doesn't come off, I hate to leave it there, but I'm just over it at this point. Over it. I have my emergency backup with those quarters I was dumping when all those quarters came off from that wall. So I can do a cup. All right. Let's get this thing let's try to plan this out a little bit. Oh, that was good, but it just didn't get it off. Maybe we can try it one more time. What's that? West Virginia. Yeah, West Virginia. Eastern Panhandle, West Virginia. On the outskirts of Washington, D.C. Eastern Panhandle's right where West Virginia, Maryland, and Virginia meet. As a matter of fact, from Harper's Ferry, which is the farthest end of the county, you can see where all three states meet. It's a very cool place. A lot of history. John Brown, if you know the story or not, but that's where the famous armory, when he took the armory there, happened, and it's a pretty cool place. There's not a lot of things around here to do. I mean, you literally have to go to DC or Baltimore if you want to do anything of any value. But that's a pretty cool place. It's one of those places that there's a mountain you can hike up. It's called Maryland Heights. It's real famous for West Virginia because it's an overlook. As a matter of fact, on the West Virginia quarters, right there, look, right there's one. So I was talking about Harper's Ferry. That's the armory right there that John Brown took in Harper's Ferry. But anyways, yeah, that's it's on when they did the state quarters. I think New River Gorge and that. Yeah, I'm over it. I really am completely over it. It would eventually go. I mean, I'm had this be a different situation, then I would stay and keep doing this, but there's still some quarters left. Was that born? Yeah, I was born in what has happened here? Ha ha ha! That's funny. Yeah, I was born in Martinsburg, West Virginia. I went to my first schooling, my first college was here locally in a town called Shepherdstown, Shepherd University. It was a pretty cool college. If I could have done it again, I would have went to WVU though, especially when the military was paying for it. And then I ended up going to school for 2 years in Charlotte. All right, well, we got just a couple more quarters left. I am totally confused why this thing has not came down. Oh boy! You got to be kidding me! What is happening, Captain? It looks like it could fall at any second. Stephanie, yeah, absolutely. Yep. It is a very it's like in Maryland. It reminds me of when I worked for the railroad. We used to go through there. It's a pretty cool town, just like Harper's Ferry, kind of right there by the river. Shoot, on the outskirts of Baltimore. What is that place called? But yeah, it's a pretty cool place. Like I said, I mean, it's one of the few places that we still go to every summer. once or twice. I take the we have a KOA in Harpers Ferry that we usually take our camper to a couple times. I think you're right, Anthony. Man, what is that? What is that town in Maryland called? They just had a real bad flood there. But it's that same feel, like, you know, you're saying artist. That's just artsy. It's just a real, I don't know. It's a cool environment. A lot of history, a lot of, you know, just laid back environment. I had a good friend of mine that owned a restaurant in the little strip of Harpers Ferry. So we used to go there and eat and hike and spend the day. I think that's what it is, Hellhound. I think it is a light bar. I thought this thing was getting ready to fall. That's the reason why I put more quarters in there. And then look, I was so wrong. You fooled me. You got me, coin pusher. Old Silver Strike strikes again. So that's exactly right. What happened here is the cruiser is stuck between the bottom quarters that's been shoved underneath it and that light bar, and it's putting pressure and it's wedging like a thing of pliers on that nickel, and it's not allowing it to come out. So it's sort of just a bad chain of events. I'm gonna finish what's in my hand, and that's it. Yeah, it doesn't even look like it's trying to do anything at this point. And it's going right underneath it. That's all right. A for effort, maybe. Unfortunately, effort doesn't pay the bills, though. All right, that's it, guys. That was the last quarter. Maybe a little bit of luck, and it did not. That's okay. That's all right. It is what it is. What it is, what it is. Thank you all so much for hanging out so late with me. I really thought this was going to be like a half an hour video. So we did get the Camaro. That was a $1,500 win. Old Camaro. And we got this. So today, out of pocket was $700. We got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, $140 of cash. Now, this part is good. Sunday. I'll be playing again Sunday, but on YouTube I'll have a video coming out tomorrow. So Facebook family, um, somebody else controls my Facebook now, and they do great. I mean, I'm working on 300,000 subscribers now, thanks to them. They're doing a great job, or followers, but they don't. They do abbreviated videos, short videos. If you prefer the longer formatted videos, go over to my YouTube page, and that's where the videos I still upload. Basically, what they do is they take my videos from YouTube and cut it up and make it, for most people's attention span, that's pretty short. We're in a TikTok era, but full videos from start to end, it all happens on YouTube. So, um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my YouTube is just my name. It's Josh Bartley, same picture. And it is a verified account, so it's me. I think most of the pages, there's a couple out there that are pretending to be me, but I think most of them are going. So 140 plus 1,500. So, hey, let me get my phone. Oh, let me grab this. That's good. Minus the 700 with the 1,500 and 140. That was 940. I think it was 9 something was considered the win and the gold. So definitely a good game. You can't beat that. It's just I'm so far in the red right now. It would have been nice to get an extra $500 to chip away at it. But it's all right. Man, I can't. My mouth is so parched. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Let me get caught up on the comments real quick. My brother worked at the IRS in Martinsburg. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the IRS. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't finish reading it 7 years ago. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, yes, exactly. 1640 plus the gold. That's right, Mike. The IRS, the Coast Guard. There's a lot of like big government facilities. The U.S. Customs Border Patrol, one of their training facilities, and command post are up here. There's a lot of government buildings. The FBI, one of the big buildings, are here because it's on the outskirts of DC. So it's just one of those things. But a lot of people locally that's where they work at, and then a lot of people locally work in DC and they just commute by train, and they live here because there was a time of day it was cheaper. It's not anymore. But yeah, like I said, if you ever West Virginia, the stereotype, everything, which is an unfair stereotype, and well, for the most part, some of it's very accurate and pinpoint. But the area I live in is a little different. It's not quite the hills, the mountains, and stuff that you would expect to see. Um, it's a big, long valley. It's all flat. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna go home and see my beautiful wife, and then go watch our son play soccer tomorrow. New video coming out tomorrow on YouTube, and we will be live dual stream again on Sunday. So I hope to see you then. I will tell you this, though, Sunday's going to be early. It's not going to be a 3 o'clock in the morning night. So for those of you all that are watching from like UK and places like that, I typically try to stream a lot earlier. But anyways, all right, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you all soon. Thanks for all the support, guys. Let's see. Ending Facebook. Next post. All right, YouTube. Have a great night, guys. Yeah, sub and subscribe. I kind of got out of doing that for a while. It I don't know. I guess when you say it long enough, you're kind of just like you just hope people enjoy it enough that they want to do it, you know. But all right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for being here, guys. See you Sunday.